Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of class 8. Today I am going to discuss chapter 8, Introduction to HTML. Now, as I have already discussed in chapter 7 about the search engine, we have one of the two most popular search engines like www.yahoo.com and www.google.com. These are one of the most two popular search engine that is used to search for any information on the internet. That means what? It retrieves information from www, World Wide Web. These search engines help us to find specific information on any topic on the internet, maybe text, maybe audio, video, image, anything, any information. Now every site, every website is a collection of web pages. Basically a website is a collection of web pages. There are many web pages which are bound together to form a website. Each web page consists of some words, images or phrases. These are known as hyperlink. Hyperlink. There are some phrases or words are there which forms hyperlinks. Now, what is hyperlink? A hyperlink are basically a link from one web page to another web page. Now, say a website consists of many web pages. Now, there must be a link from one web page to another web page, and these links are created using the hyperlink. And hyperlink are basically a word or a phrase, or it may be sometime image also. When the mouse is moved over this hyperlink, then when you click this hyperlink with the help of mouse, they connect us to different page to which the web page is linked. Now these all are created, this hyperlink, this text are created using a language which is HTML. HTML, the full meaning is Hypertext Markup Language. Now HTML is the acronym for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the language of World Wide Web. It is a computer language which is used to create hypertext document. From the name it comes, hypertext. These are not the normal text, these are hypertext. So using HTML we can create hypertext document. Now what is hypertext document? Hypertext documents are the documents that have hyperlink. Those documents that have hyperlink are known as hypertext document. Now hyperlink means interlinked. It is possible with the help of HTML, with the help of hypertext, it is possible to go to any location on the website or on the web, on the www, by simply clicking on the hyperlink. We can simply click on a hyperlink and the hyperlink will move us to that particular web page or website. Now, why it is called hyper? Because a thing moves. When a thing moves, it is known as hyper. The movement from one document to another document is hyper and not linear. So HTML are the language which deals with the hypertext document, and it is a language of the, it is a computer language. Actually it is the computer language used for creating web pages. The file extension of HTML is dot html or dot htm. So the file extension is either dot html or it is simply dot htm, because every file in a computer must have its file extension. So the file extension of the HTML document is dot html or dot htm. Now let us discuss about, and I am going to discuss about the history of HTML. The HTML was developed by Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee was a physician who was working on Switzerland, and he developed HTML in the year 1919. Remember I told he was a physician. Now why, as I sometime you remember I tell in class that necessity, because of necessity invention become, necessity the cause of invention. Now he was a physician. Now he thought that if all the physicians could interconnect with each other with the help of computer, and they could share resources, they could share their experience, their data. So keeping in mind of this, he created HTML. His immediate goal was to devise a system with the help of which physicians working on different computers could communicate with one another, also link their data and share information. And this has led, with the development of HTML, this has also led to the development of WWW, World Wide Web, WWW. And as a means to convert a document created on a simple word to a hypertext document, so that it can be viewed on the internet. Now what are the features of HTML? There are some features of HTML like HTML is very easy to learn and master. We can easily learn HTML and we can master over it. That means what? By learning the code, by learning the tag, we could create web pages. HTML allows text, images, videos to be displayed on the web page with the help of, see, we cannot simply display an image or audio or a video on a web page. For this we require specialized coding, and this coding can be done in HTML. So HTML allows us to display text, images, videos on a web page. And finally, HTML determines how a web page with text, images and videos appears on the web page. How it should appear? Suppose this is a web page, whether it should appear in the right side or left side or center or top, how it should appear. This structure is defined by HTML. Now HTML not only displays content of a web page, but it also decides how a web page is arranged, how the web page should arrange. So the arrangement of a web page is also done by the HTML. And this type of arrangement of things on a web page is known as, this type of language is called markup language. For this reason, HTML is known as hypertext markup language, because it also deals with the arrangement of text, audios and videos to be done on a web page. The word markup has been derived from the traditional practice of manuscript writing, which is known as markup. Actually the markup means traditional way of writing manuscript, also known as markup. So from there the word markup language came. This practice, since HTML is the language used to give instruction to a web browser about the appearance of the web page, so it is also known as markup language. Since HTML not only creates a web page, but it also gives instruction to the web browser about the appearance of the web page. For this reason, HTML is also known as markup language. Now coming to what is source code. Now the tags or codes for writing a specialized language, these are known as source code. One thing you know that, as we know that in computer languages like high level language, low level language, machine languages they are, we as a human being, we understand high level language, but a computer understand what? Machine language. That means what? 0, 1, this all are the, because as I told, repeatedly I told in class also, you could have remembered that a computer doesn't understand normal ABCD. It understands the binary language, 0, 1, all these. Now, but we could not understand 0, 1. So what happened? We write in high level language, which is known as the source code, and then it is being converted into machine understandable language, which is known as machine language or low level language, or it is also known as binary language. So what is source code? A source code is a program written in plain text. We write in normal text by a programmer to design a web page. For designing a web page, when we write the simple code, so this code are known as source code, or sometimes it is also known as only source, or you can also call it code. Now there is another word associated with it, with the HTML, it is known as CSS. Now what is CSS? The full abbreviation of CSS is cascading, C-A-S-C-A-D-I-N-G, cascading style, S-T-Y-L style sheet, S-H-E-E-T sheet. Now what is cascading style sheet? The cascading style sheet is the language that describes the look and formatting of a document in HTML. For example, if you want to give a specialized look, a special design to the web page written in HTML, we can incorporate, we can add CSS code with that HTML code, because CSS could make a very beautiful looking design of the web page. We could make a web page very attractive web page with the help of CSS code. So CSS is the language that describes the look and appearance of the document written in HTML. Now how can you view the source code? For viewing the source code, as I have already discussed, there are web browsers like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, these all are web browsers. So viewing the source code, we can open any web browser. In your book it is written Internet Explorer. So when we open Internet Explorer is a web browser. When we open Internet web browser, then we open a web page of our choice. Then we'll click on view menu, which is there in the Internet Explorer, and then we'll click on source. Then what will happen? The source code means the code which as a human being we have written for creating the web page. I am again telling what is source code. The code we have as a programmer, we have written for creating the web page. This is the source code. So for viewing the source code, when we click on view menu and then we click on source, then the source code will appear to us. Now I am showing as a sample HTML code. For writing any HTML, the first tag will be HTML. HTML. It is known as a tag also. Next, I am writing say head. H-E-A-D, head. Then title, T-I-T-L-E, title. Suppose test page. Then I am offing the title. Then I am offing the head, then I am giving the body part of the HTML of the web page body. Suppose I am writing what, B means bold. This is an online class. Then I am offering the body and I am the HTML. See, this is a simple HTML code. Suppose when we save it, I have typed, normally we type HTML code on Notepad. So how can you open Notepad? We can open Notepad by clicking on Start button, then All Programs, then Accessories, then we will see the Notepad will come. So when we open the Notepad, we will type say this code. Then after typing, we will save it as, we will click on File menu, File, then one option will find like this, Save As. We will click on Save As. In Save As, one dialog box will come. In this dialog box, we will type for the name of that HTML file. Suppose I have written what? Test. Then I will type what? Test.html. As in the initial part of my class, I told that the file extension of HTML file is .html. So when we are going to save the HTML file, we will give like this. Suppose the name is test.html. When we save this code, this HTML code, then we will be seeing a web page will be created. Like this, a web page will be created, with menu, it will be having address bar. Now see one thing, HTML. The first line of any HTML page, the code is HTML, and the last line is slash. So you can see here HTML slash of HTML means off. This is known as on, this is known as off. Now I have written what? Head. Head means what? If I want to define, if I want to write anything on the header part, this part is known as head. So this part is known as head. If I want to write anything on the actually basically which is in the taskbar, top of the screen, head part. Suppose here I have written what? Head, title, what? Test page. So name will come like this, test page. Here will be like this, file menu, view menu, like this. So many menus will be there. Now see one thing, within head I have added one title. Now you can see the title I have opened it. This is on and I am off here. This is off, close. Within this I have written what? Test page. So this will come in the header title. Then you can see I am off the head. Now this part is known as the body of the web page. The main content of any web page or website resides in the body part. So the body part contains the main content of a web page. I have written where what? Body. Then I have written B. This B means, this B is a tag, means bold. Then I have written what? This is a online class. So what will happen? Here it is like this. This is an online class. So in the body of the web page, this will come. This is an online class because this I have defined inside body, number 1. Number 2, this particular line will come in bold. For example, if I give here like this, U tag means underline. So this whole line will come like this, underline. if I give here I means italic. So this whole line will come italic. So I think, hope you understand why I have given BIU. Another word I can use P. P means paragraph. For example, see, if I give here BR, another tag is BR. So what will happen? It will break. Line will be breaking. So these all are tags. These all are tags. So as I have already told, how will you type this one? We have to open a notepad. Now how to open notepad? You could remember, we'll click on start button, all programs, then accessories, and then we'll get the notepad. In the notepad text editor, we will enter the code as below, and then we'll save the file with any name, you can write any name, .html. If we use the word processor text editor, we can save our source code in simple ASCII. ASCII means American Standard. You will find in page number 69 one word is there, ASCII. ASCII. ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So in your book in page number 69 you can see it is written HTML head, title, body. This is my first attempt at designing web page. Then I closed body, then I have closed HTML. So this, I think you could do this simple HTML codes. Now let me discuss what are the elements of HTML documents. What are elements? Now you can see in this code, HTML is there, head is there, title. See, I have closed title, I have closed off of head, body is there. So these all are known as elements of HTML document. Now what does the element do? What is the responsibility of the element? Actually, the HTML element tells us, means those, suppose you or me, those who, a programmer who create a web page, tells us how a HTML document is organized. An HTML element consists of three parts. A opening, this is opening, content, and the closing tag. So it has, you can see, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. So it has opening, tag, content. Now see, for this one, see, this is open, this is close. So this is the content. See, open, content, close, open, content, close. For this one, open, this all are content, this is close. For this one, open, this is content, this is close. Now every web page requires 4 critical elements. Means if you see any website, any web page, there must be the 4 critical elements are there, and these all critical elements I have shown you in the code. These elements are what? HTML, head, title and body. See, HTML, head, title and body. These are the 4 critical elements of a HTML web page. Now what is the responsibility of the HTML? HTML element marks the beginning and closing of every web page. It describes how the HTML document, it describes the HTML document to the web browser. Next is the head. The head element contains information about the head, as I told you, header part of the web page, and it has what? Title. It has the title tag. Now the title tag contains the title of a web page. You can see here, test page. So it has the title what? Test page. And the body contains the main content of the web page. The main content of the web page is contained in the body of the HTML document. Now let me just show you. I am doing one for you. As you can see in page number 73. Page number 73. One question is there. Write source code to generate the following web pages. Now question is what? You can see in page number 73. Write the source code to generate the following web pages. Set the title of the web page as inventor of www. So title will be what? Inventor of www. Let me do a little bit modification here. Inventor of www. Then I will off the title. Okay, let me off the head here, and I will open the body here. See, the question is set the title of the web page as inventor of www. Inventor www. Every time is title. Next is what? Display on the web page. Tim Berners-Lee invented www and HTML. So in the body I will write what? Tim Berners-Lee. Inside the body write Tim Berners-Lee invented www and HTML. Hope you, is it clear? Hope you understand this one. Another is one, they are already in the notes I have given it. So this was all about the discussion on chapter 8, Introduction to HTML. Hope you understand. If there is any question or any problem or any query, then you can ask me, as school office has provided you my contact number, and there is a time is there, so you can contact me and I will try my level best to make you understand. So today up to here, thank you. Assalamu alaikum.